This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're 10 miles south of downtown LA as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Right to the air goes Daniels. He's going to keep it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from the April draft. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Third and 2. Here's Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That is hard down the field. He's got it. They get 18 yards on 4th down and a fresh set of downs. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he'll be taken down. They've got him back at the 50-yard line. 7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. Davis going in motion. 3rd and long, and here's Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 21 as they get the conversion on 4th down. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On play action, Daniels. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Touchdown number 15 for him on the season. Cybert's extra point is true. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. First carry here for Kyron Williams. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he's going to get 1st down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. They get 16 on that connection. 1st down, L.A.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He's carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want, but now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier, because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
On play action, he'll set up to throw, and that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
He's got his man, right side, it's complete.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
And he's going to bring this one close to a first down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Back to throw. That is caught to the goal line and in. Terry McLaurin, touchdown, LA.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That's caught! And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Daniels gonna throw again. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Throwing again. Daniel. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Commanders.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. He'll drop to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. That is a big gainer for the Rams. 35 yards. Slot receiver headed right. Unloads downfield looking for Nakua. And he'll take it on in. Puka Nakua. Touchdown Rams.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
The extra point from Carney is good. So after one, so back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniels. He'll throw it left and has his running back. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
And a short pickup, too, about the 42-yard. Second down and 8. To throw is Daniels. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down. Daniels now going to look to throw. That's down the field and intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Durant. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Quick hitting slant there. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now, faking the give. Unloads downfield, looking for Nakua. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, Los Angeles. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. On comes Joshua Carney for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Rams have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. kicks away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. That stop made by Byron Young. They face 2nd down and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Play closed quickly. Here comes 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniel.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but it can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this 1st down. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll get this close to a 1st down. It's about 7, maybe a yard short of the 1st down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he...
To the pylon, he's in! Byron Williams! Touchdown, LA! He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in his first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Here's Daniels. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Washington. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going for it all. He's got it! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 70 yards! Touchdown, Los Angeles. Carney now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. To complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Davis heading in motion. They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. Open man, left side. He's got it. And it's going to be a Commander's first down. The defense nowhere to be found. A 4th down gain of 20. To the air again is Daniels. And trying to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you can have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's McLaurin open on the left side. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. 3rd and 5. They send him right out of the slot. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10, it's 1st and goal. A huge play just before the half. An even 40 yards. He'll look to throw. Out wide, it's McLaurin. And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he will score. Kyron Williams. Touchdown Rams. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. The extra point from Carney is good. And the Rams are able to extend the lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Durant. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Rams tack on one more to their lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Drive will start on the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. play action, Daniels. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
3rd and long, and here's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he finally is going to have to eat this one. He will go down.
Sometimes you just have to know when it's time to go home. You got to know when the party is over, and I'm not taking anything away from the effort. It was a great job here by the quarterback to extend this play as long as he could, but instead of throwing it away at the end, he ends up taking the sack.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing now from the gun. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Now pass deep from McLaurin. That's caught! And he will go all the way. Harry McLaurin. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Carney now to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Rams add on to their already sizable lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. Up the middle they go. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all.
A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Commander's first down. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Daniels to throw on second down. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Joshua Carty for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Rams stretch things out even further. Both teams ready to go once more. As the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Here's a run going left. Oh, a loose football. The Rams have it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time the team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Back to the air once more on second down. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. And the Rams are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. First and goal at the 2-yard line. The motion man is Nakua. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing now, Daniel. He'll go right and find his running back. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
3rd and a yard, it's Daniels. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got it. George Karlaftis, the former Boilermaker, in there for the sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
That's fielded at about the 18. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now, faking the give. Now a shot here, deep middle. That is hard. And he's going to be dragged down, but not till he's inside the 25. We'll try the zone read on 1st and 10. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end. 2nd and 7.
At the 18-yard line.
Now a give up the middle. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Rams. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The extra point from Carney is good. And the Rams will add one more onto their big lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through. Here's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Oh, the defense beats him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. He'll go. Here's Daniels. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The motion man is Nakua. Back to throw here to begin the drop. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
Well, there's refusing to take your foot off the gas, and then there's this. I'm not even sure really how to classify it. I mean, to have this type of lead in the 4th quarter and still continue to air it out. I'll tell you what, I'm going to pay attention to this after the game coach's handshake. I think it could be pretty interesting.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Oh. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Here's a toss as they look to run. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit, because that one went nowhere.
3rd down and 9. Back to throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone. Myron Williams, the intended receiver there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. They'll look to throw. That's taken in. They convert with a gain of 15.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
He keeps it himself.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is a positive. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
Line of scrimmage, the 7 for 2nd and goal. A tight end in motion now. Now it's Williams. And he's got another one. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Los Angeles. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
From the gun, here's a handoff. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
This brought in out past the 20. And now they are starting to pour it on here. All phases going. Add the punt return unit for yet another touchdown.
Some days, Mike, it's just your day, and that's what today is for this team. It just seems everything they're doing, everything they're calling is coming up right. The latest being that punt return to extend this lead. Wow, what a play.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. And that one going to be closed down the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try to get this one on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
The Commanders about to send this one away, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's McLaurin open on the left side. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. He'll look to throw. Thrown left side, the catch is made, and he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another first down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off. But not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Now a handoff running right, and we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. They'll run on second down. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only one. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter.